For centuries, the Galactic Concord kept a record of every species capable of sentience. Every species, except one, humans. They existed only in myth-style tales told by young officers trying to scare each other during long patrol shifts. The stories always began the same, back in the pre-expansion era. Before the Concord united the stars, there were creatures called humans. These mythical humans were said to be terrifying, brilliant, chaotic, capable of impossible feats. They could adapt to any environment, eat anything that didn't actively kill them, sometimes even things that did and survive wounds that would kill any sensible being within minutes. Everyone laughed at the legends. Everyone knew humans never existed. Everyone, except archivist Vesh. Vesh had spent his life cataloging the Concord's oldest texts, fragments of pre-galactic languages, star maps drawn before FTL, and ancient migration logs. He had spent decades chasing the origin of the human myth, and now he believed he had found it. An isolated star system at the fringe of the Perseus Arm, a blue-green world, pre-FTL ruins, atmospheric traces of engineering that didn't match any known species. He brought the discovery before the Concord Council. They mocked him. Humans? Chairwoman Jarl snorted, her quills rattling. Why not dragons, or ghosts, or cosmic eggs that hatch galaxies? The chamber filled with laughter, but Vesh persisted. The signatures matched the mythological descriptions. Something lived there, something advanced, and the atmospheric carbon spike suggests a technological civilization. It suggests pollution, someone shouted. It suggests fiction, another laughed. The chairwoman waved a claw. Very well, send a survey team. Prove your fantasies false so we can return to real work. The council laughed again. They weren't laughing 20 cycles later. Chapter 1, The Bones of Earth. The survey vessel Lumen S. Grace arrived in orbit around the Forgotten World. The planet was scarred, rust-colored continents, half-collapsed megacities, skeletal remains of towers that once reached the clouds. Myths had painted humans as terrifying, galaxy-shaping forces. But these ruins looked like the remains of a species that had destroyed itself. Commander Urax floated above the shattered planet in silence, so his lieutenant murmured, "The mythical humans were real. Let's not jump to conclusions," Urax said. The ruins could belong to any pre-expansion species, but his voice lacked conviction. The deeper they scanned, the more they found structures built on architectural principles no Concord species used, weapons powered by controlled chemistry, not plasma, machines small enough to fit in one's hand, bones, thousands of them, near perfectly preserved, humanoid, exactly as the old tales described. When they brought the first skeleton aboard, the science team gasped. The proportions were wrong, too strong for their size. Dense bones, thick muscle attachments, a ribcage built like an armored shell. This species, the xenobiologist whispered, was built for survival and conflict. The weapons specialist added grimly. Commander Urax didn't respond. He stared at the skull-large cranium, forward-facing eyes, T-shaped for omnivory. Everything fit the myths. Send everything to the Concord, he finally said. We need guidance. The data left the system at FTL speeds, but something else left the planet with it. Chapter 2, The Signal. 3 hours after transmitting the report, Lumen's Grace detected an automated broadcast from the planet below. It repeated endlessly, "If you receive this signal, we are gone." But we are not finished. The crew exchanged uneasy glances. This must be an old recording, the communications officer said. But then the message continued. If you have found our bones, then you have awakened the Reclaimer Protocol. Humanity may have died, but humanity is not dead. We built our legacy in layers, not in lifespan. What does that mean? The lieutenant asked. The deck lights flickered. Terminals rebooted. Systems shifted into unknown configurations. Commander Urax shouted, "Shut it down. Kill power to comms." "I can't," the officer cried. "It's overriding everything." Screens across the bridge changed to a simple symbol, a handprint, 5-fingered, human. Then words appeared beneath it. Reconstruction sequence initialized. The ship trembled not from attack, but from internal processes activating without command. Nanoswarms they hadn't even known were aboard began swarming through the hull. No outside technology could override our systems like this, Urax shouted. "It's not outside technology," the xenobiologist screamed. "It's human." Chapter 3, The Return. Across the ship, nanites gathered into humanoid shapes, featureless outlines of shimmering silver mass. They stood silently, as though waiting. Then one of them spoke, not with a mouth, through the ship itself. Galactic species, it said calmly, we apologize for the intrusion. Your curiosity activated dormant human safeguards. You now carry our genetic archives, technological schematics, and civilization records. The crew stood frozen. But you're extinct, whispered the communications officer. Biologically, yes, the entity said. But extinction is not the end. We designed a failsafe to preserve our consciousness, culture, and potential reconstruction. You have awoken that failsafe. Commander Urax found his voice. Are you human? I am a composite intelligence formed from billions of human neural backups. I am not one human, I am humanity. And I am assessing your galaxy. The nanoforms shifted, growing more defined, more human, vaguely masculine, vaguely feminine, a reflection of billions. Your Concord believes we are myths, the entity continued. Yet you stand upon our ruins. Urax swallowed. What do you want? To return. The bridge fell silent. The entity's voice softened. We do not seek conquest, only continuity, a place again among the stars. And if the Concord fears you, Urax whispered. The entity looked at him with eyes made of shifting silver. They feared us when we were flesh. They will fear us more as memory. But fear is irrelevant. Existence is our right. And now that the galaxy knows we were real, the lights brightened. The ship powered back up. We will not be missed ever again. Epilogue. The message that shook the galaxy when Lumen's grace returned to Concord space. Every government, every council, every species received a synchronized transmission. A human voice, calm, clear. We were your myths. You mocked our stories, but myths endure. And now, so do we. Across the stars, fear spread, but so did all. Humanity had returned not as conquerors, not as ghosts, but as the legend the galaxy had always whispered about. A legend finally proven true.